Yo, I'm back. I'm back. 落入大海時，有人權上浮，寂靜在暗面。哇！佢已經 image loss 咗78啦。睇睇先，早晨。搞先，好似啲 image loss 都係好似好嚴重啊！窮撚唔適合直播呢隻 game。我啱啱教嘅。逼你10喎。幾好啊，係咪先？喺度呃窮撚錢，我窮撚都係窮撚啊嘛。窮撚係呃窮撚錢嘅啦。我可能換返去做延遲模式，一般延遲。呢個唔需要好咩？換返咗高延遲，唔係換返做嗰個普通一般延遲可能會好啲，可能會好啲。睇下先，我睇啲嘢先。限時功能開放，篩選條件查看哪些熱門標籤。Scary 嘅熱門標籤多人睇，拎就變返高延遲都得。我見佢啱啱好似係咁 image loss 得好嚴重，所以等一陣跟一跟佢個 hashtag 先，屌！係哈利波特高延遲都可以。俾少少時間我。試用下佢啲 text 先。 有冇力啊畫面？
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
沒有 ，OK。
Do keep up. Why don't you cast
哇，火力
Revelio
啊
on
係。
that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
佢都係仲係有力嘅。頭先冇嘢啊！啱啱嗰個係我自己都見到力，嗰個係個遊戲問題。
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio. Lumos.
嗰個係我自己都 feel 到力。
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
你係咪想睇翻啲 replay 啊？想睇翻啲，你應該睇到 replay 嘅。你好似有 MOD 嘅話，想睇翻啲 replay 咪就放翻做咩咯？我睇唔到啊！可能梗係有編輯人員可能會喺度。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
我有試過太撚近，冇架視覺。好撚近喎佢個視覺，覺唔覺你？啊有啦。
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education.
不過 PC 版嘅問題係佢會係咁有 frame drop 同埋嗰啲優化唔太好。雖然 PS4 PS5 版都會 lots of frame。
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. Invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Lumos.
咁有趣啊！個實力。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
呢個視覺好似好啲，哇咁煩嘅。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
More fat log one. Oh, 多謝Me follow H Me。唉，我知你係咩啊？Hello.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
點解佢冇詠唱嘅？
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your
多謝你，
cast.
多謝阿 Me
This
subscribe。
time,
多謝
cast
你。
Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Good. Now, well done.
謝你 follow 啊，多謝你 subscribe 啊。
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
我覺得有啲煩，好似用翻手用翻
basic
keyboard 好
cast
啲。
and Protego. You may begin.
仆街破生活喺邊？
This should be easy. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
終於有人實咗，哈哈。
All my students this adept. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
破生活係點撳
Not
出？
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
手掣點撳破生活咧？
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge.
史萊只能
Points to
加100
Slytherin.
分。
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication,
我而家有
we can expect great
6個
things
十
from you. I demand excellence
Oh,
from
I
my
am.
students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right.
我睇破生活先，唔記得咗破生活，唔係唔記得咗係換咗手掣。哦，3個型。OK。
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
哇！
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that
Sebastian.
duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling
無啦啦
organization.
拉人入會嘅。
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere
啱啱重開電腦
unsanctioned.
都唔記得幫人掛
We'll see
台
if your performance today was sheer luck
掛
or
一掛台
actual
先。
skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
都啊，仲有冇話 GTA 有啊？我琴日冇入境啫嘛。琴日同佢哋出咗去食糖水，冇入到境。即係佢哋都入咗去一陣，我冇入到去，但係哇咁樣正嘅。哦，唔怪得知唔見你哋，係啊。阿 Yuki 啊，兔仔啊，拉仔。
Revelio.
奶仔啊，光速 J。
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
唔可以撳呢度。貓貓，好得意媽咪。喲，龍玲，早晨啊！唉，媽咪又好得意。喵。
Revelio.
照咗上多層。怪點解？我見親啲貓都一直摸，好得意啲貓。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. Sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Hello.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor
佢啲口
Ronan
音。
yet?
Shall we begin?
呢個印度口
Welcome
音
to
又
Year
覺得好
5
笑。
of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such
Rigor.
a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But
Everyone.
before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your
其
holidays
實呢一集哈利
practicing
波特都冇
obliviate
睇
on one
到
another.
過，唔緊要，佢呢個同哈利波特嗰個故事唔同，
Do you even
佢純
remember
粹
how
係個
to
世界
perform a
觀一
basic
樣嘅啫。
summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
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 That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me. 佢啲好正嘅人都口音。佢呢個同我嗰屆 DSE 英文聆聽一樣，有個講印度口音嘅人，唔八忠誠點數可以點唱 C。但係今日把聲未必可以。可以留返 下次把聲冇咁慘嘅時候，今日把聲有啲慘，因為今日食完個淡仔之後，唔小心吸咗一滴湯入個氣管嗰度，之後我咳到傻咗。好快嘅音吧，我而家好似有啱啱開你啱啱訂閱咗我咧，你而家有個嗰個唔知叫開拓者嘅勳章嗰個，好似可以有多啲嘅忠誠點數，好似係。
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Splendid! Don't lose your composure. Now, think of this like... That's it! Excellent control there.
可以啊。
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on now. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Red.
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Wow, 咁撚勁嘅佢。喂，唔好擋住啦，頂你！
Here we go.
佢可能唔舒服啦，下次可以嘅，下次。
There we go.
咁撚勁嘅佢。 可唔可以撞佢啲波落去㗎？
Very good.
Watch this.
撞佢啲波落去先，第一個掛台先好啊，陣間再講。係咪可以扣佢分？
Not making this easy for me, are you?
可以。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
That's it.
不過攞咗50添，屌！
Here we go. There we go. Brilliant. Be sharp. That is how it's done. Here.
落去啊！
A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done.
可以。
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my fourth year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Ouagadougou.
Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Uganda.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Ouagadougou.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course,
A
you
word,
can use
if you
magic
would.
in humans, if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
開始有啲眼瞓添。
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the new student.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
跑得勁快喎，好似玩 Elden Ring 咁喎，而家搞唔掂，一跳跳到落去，好似玩 Elden Ring 咁。我一跑佢就會力，就好似個畫面會力。
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
後邊隻貓貓。
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it.
Sebastian.
Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
What are you up to now?
Ah, there you are.
There you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Ooh. 在受損雕像附近收集飛行的樹葉。
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page Lumos. Got it.
Okay. Oh, 打落嚟。
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Acid warm!
I trust the preliminary tasks were
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we?
Mending.
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
God damn.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good.
Very
if you would
good.
like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
咩水池旁邊乜鬼嘢？呢個啊
Revelio.
Value。貓貓啊，撚下貓先。咩隻嘢貓貓？貓。
Lumos. Reparo.
Oh fuck.
There's something in there. I just know it. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Yeah. 跟我平先。好白畫框這種東西不會憑空出現，這件事沒有這麼簡單。
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good...
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
Lumos, do come and find me.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Speaking of astronomy, I'm surprised you're not...
Bien.
Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Okay.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio.
馬屁精大家知道發明了這個東西吧？這個貓藥交俾之後對方話佢堅信你這個絕對會有。OK。And
Right down. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
揾到啦，之後咧。Accio。Then。
Revelio. Leviosa. Leviosa. Reparo.
找到畫中佢的位置，找到咗。
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
我要帶佢返去畫框。明白了。
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Rather marvelous adventure.
Lenora. I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Oh, did you hear about You know it's gonna be a laugh with Ronan. Oh dear, I shall...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, my arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our Meat told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our Meat tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
我唔係瞓着咗啱啱，太攰啦，瞓着咗。
Can you remind me what you needed help with again?
I need someone to collect the 5 books flying about the library for me. One of them is my personal diary, and I'd really like to have it back before it falls into the wrong hands.
Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Lumos. Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
笑死開下台突然間瞓着咗。
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Reparo. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Wow, 真係瞓着咗啱啱，哇！
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
真係爭啲就瞓着咗啦。
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
因為佢哋嗰度好多人玩緊嗰個Craftopia。
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
I don't think owls make very good
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
有電話。哇，勁撚煩咯！屌，嗰啲差唔多轉台嘅時間又即打嚟又問使咪轉台。
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely. To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Biggest saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi, guys. I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he's a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people. There's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
I'm gonna find you幾耐究竟？
Revelio.
Hello. Hello. 唔使㗎，喺度插插。
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it?
Haha.
We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
接骨木係
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. How intriguing. Curious indeed. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
居住於
Lumos. Revelio.
an inquiring mind.
Lumos. Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
装备。雖然好樣衰，但係好似好啲。挑戰。全樣衰。
Revelio.
Accio. Tego. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, well.
Rồi bao rồi.
Welcome to J. Pippin's
Revelio.
Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
What can I do for you today?
On another adventure, are we?
Okay, robot.
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian. Protego, Revelio. Here. Revelio. Ha. Ha.
You might as well.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a diricle around here. I know.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
What fire? Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Ah.
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done. That's right, lumbering lout.
He's faltering.
Few more hits to do the job.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer, Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, hello there.
Repair.
A moment if you... I'll go and see what he wants.
Good as new. Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage. One last thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Levioso. Revelio.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's Wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill. But I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Revelio.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Potato. Lumos. Revelio.
So do. Bye bye.